Hi friends, welcome to Yoga with Sarah Trapani. This is a all levels full body flow practice. We're gonna do a little bit of core focus too. Okay, grab your mat, let's get going. If you enjoyed today's practice, hit that subscribe button and super thanks and leave a tip. So I wanna start on the back by kicking the feet right up toward the sky. And then lightly interlace your hands behind your back and take a gaze up at your feet. You can use your thumbs to give the back of the skull, the base of the skull, a little bit of a massage. And let your elbows fall open, and we'll start to rotate the toes around, waking up the ankles and letting the flow from your legs begin to drape down and pool in the softness of your belly. Allow the triangular space of your sacrum to rest, supported by the ground. And then we're just going to start to very subtly move the legs forward and back, really gently. So you start to feel a little bit of waking up through that deep lower core, through the lower spine. Good. Take some time to tune into that sensation deep below the belly button. And as you do that, you can consider what's your intention for practice today. What do you want to cultivate in this time on your mat? Let that intention inspire your effort. And from here, we're going to bring the knees toward the underarms and scoop the elbows toward your shins, coming into that happy baby sit up. That's an exhale. Then inhale, extend the legs up. You can bend your knees and touch your toes lightly toward the ground, keeping your lower back pretty firm toward the earth. And then we're going to bring those elbows in on the exhale. Inhale, knees bend, toe touch. Exhale, curl in. Inhale. Exhale, curl in, feet flexed. Inhale. Exhale, elbows toward underarms. Good. Move through this a few times and waking up that lower belly. Nice. We're going to do one more. Exhale out, try to touch shins to elbows, elbows to shins. Keep the hands interlaced. You could switch the interlace so that the awkward fingers on top. Zip your big toes to touch. And then bring your knees over to the right, however far you feel you can. And then use your lower belly to bring them back to center. And then over to the left, and draw them back to center. And to the right, and back to center, and to the left. And back to center, and then extend your legs up again. We're going to open heels to a V, and then we're going to lift and curl, press the heels away, and then open your elbows, squeeze the inner thighs and the feet together, and then open and scoop up, exhale, and then slowly pull the heels back in. Inhale, exhale, sit up. Inhale, open elbows. Exhale, sit up. Inhale, open elbows. One more exhale, curl up. And then inhale, feet together. Slowly bring your soles of your feet onto the ground. Press through the feet and lift up the hips and pelvis. Take your arms into a cactus. Engage, squeeze your gluteals. Inhale, expand your belly, lift your chest toward your chin, and then exhale, we're going to roll down upper back, middle back, lower back. And let's do that a few times. Inhale, lift up, squeeze, hug your inner thighs together, and then lower down on the exhale. Nice soft jaw. Inhale, lift up, squeeze, exhale, roll down. One more inhale, lift up, squeeze, engage your glutes. And then lower down, let your lower back rest. Hug your right knee in, give it a squeeze, slide that left heel out long. You can hover that left heel off the ground with the toes pointing toward the ceiling, and then open your elbows, bring your face toward your leg, leg toward your face, knee toward nose. And then as you inhale, extend your arms up, bring that left knee in, press the right heel out. Take your hands in front of that left shin, and then curl in and exhale all the way out. And then release and extend both heels out. Take a big full inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, hug both knees in and find a full happy baby. Elbows on insides of knees, hands reaching for the ankles, the shins, or the outer edges of the feet. You can rock and roll, massage your back. And we'll cross either ankle on top and rock on the spine. Come all the way up to sit. As we arrive up to sit, let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, turn to the right. Look over your right elbow. Then inhale, reach up, little back bend maybe. Exhale, cactus to the left. Pull your belly in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus to the right. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, cactus to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, roll over the knees. Come into a tabletop position. Find yourself onto all fours. Extend your right heel straight back. Flex through your right foot. Hover. Then take your left hand around onto your back and move your lower back into the back of that left hand. Lift your belly. Look forward toward the front of your mat. Point your right toes toward the ceiling. That's a fine place to stay. Or you may be able to reach back and catch the top of that right foot. And look to the left. Inhale, stretch back through the center of that right knee. Exhale, tented fingers, knee to nose, round forward and bring that right foot right between the hands. And then walk your hands to your right thigh. Keep the back toes tucked. Then stretch the arms up into crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Take a big full inhale, arch your upper back. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Now lift your left thigh and step into plank pose. Hold in a very strong plank. Fan your fingers really wide. Exhale all the way down through chaturanga. Come onto your belly. Take your feet flat for cobra pose on the inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes. Come back to downward dog. So we're going to find this downward facing dog, lifting your lower back high. You could pedal out your feet. Drawing your thigh bones up and back. Now lift your heels on your inhale, wave into plank. Soften your knees on your exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale, lift and wave into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, drift into plank. Exhale, downward dog. And we'll wave forward, come into tabletop position. Find yourself on all fours. We're going to extend that left heel straight back. Extend and press that left heel straight back. Roll the left hip down and take that right hand onto your lower back. So you press the back of that hand into your sacrum and lift your belly. Then point your left toes toward the ceiling, lifting that left thigh and keeping the left knee in alignment with your hip. You may be able to reach back and catch the top of that left foot. And then look to the right. Feel the stretch in that left quadricep. Toe and belly. Inhale. Exhale, tented fingers, knee to nose. Hoist that left foot through right between the hands. Then take your time to come up to crescent lunge, reaching the arms up toward the sky, arching through the upper back, lifting the base of the skull on the inhale. Exhale, release your hands to frame that front foot. Lift your right thigh and step to plank. Hold strong in plank. And we're going to lift and wave the hips to the right, and then lift back to center, wave the hips to the left. Back to center, to the right, back to center, to the left. Back to center, hold. Spread your chest, lower all the way down, chaturanga. Take your feet flat. We can find cobra pose or upward dog where you root through the tops of the feet and lift your knees. Exhale, downward dog. And another couple breaths. You can let a nice exhale out your mouth. Good. So I'm going to offer a twisting downward dog. You have to walk your hands back towards your feet a little bit to shorten your dog and really anchor your heels. Now you can take your right hand a little more in toward the midline. Take your left hand and reach it around for the outside of your right ankle or shin, and then turn left rib to right rib. Peek at your right hip. And keep your knees opening so they don't knock in. We're going to inhale. Exhale, replace that right hand with your left hand. Take that right hand to the outside of your left heel, toward the heel, or it could be the ankle or the shin. Good. Inhale, exhale, return. Separate the palms into downward dog hands, then float into plank. Bring your knees down, take your feet flat and find a wide-legged child's pose, resting your forehead toward the floor. Turn your palms to face up and open and close your hands. Let the exhale all the way out through the tail as you wriggle the hips back. Let go of any gripping or holding in your neck, your jaw, your eyes. Pressing through the tops of the feet, pull the belly in, and we'll come up to sit on the heels. Stand up on your knees. Wrap your right arm underneath your left into eagle arms, and then lift your elbows. And let's actually touch the hands toward the third eye center and press your third eye center into the hands for a little neck release. So you're kind of subtly tucking your chin down toward your chest as you lift your elbows. Let's inhale and then exhale, release your arms down. Interlace the hands behind you and drop your knuckles between your heels. You can find a little upper back bend. And then coming back to neutral, take the opposite arm underneath, left arm under. Same thing to lift the elbows and then resist your forehead into that kind of connection of the hands to the forehead. And tuck your chin a little bit to release the back of the neck. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, drop your knuckles down. You can interlace the awkward finger on top. Find any amount of back bend. And then coming back to neutral, we're going to swing the ankles underneath, gently glide the legs around. Inch yourself toward the top of your mat, and let's take a Marichasana twist. Bring the right heel closer to the sitting bone, drag your right sitting bone back, and then wrap your left arm around that right thigh. Keep dropping the left thigh down, and turn and look over your right shoulder. And breathe into the space of your belly, pressing gently to the right inner thigh. And we're going to inhale, lift up tall through the crown. Exhale, come on back to center. Lift that right heel, and then slide that right heel all the way out. We'll do the other twist. Left foot on the ground, pretty close to the heel. Pretty close to the sitting bone if you can. Wrap your right arm around the outer left thigh and turn. Make a little fist with that right hand. Look over the left shoulder. Breathing there. Feeling that belly expand into the inner thigh on the inhale. And exhale, we're going to come around to center. And you can lift that left heel up, extend it out. Take your heels a little wider and fold forward. Spread your chest toward your feet and look toward your tail. Exhaling deeper into your fold. Breathing space into the back ribs. And we'll pull the belly in and gently roll down onto your back. Down onto the back. And roll your head side to side. Let go of effort. Let's find our peaceful Savasana here on the back. You can engage your glutes for a moment and then let them go. You can wag your toes a little bit. Let your thigh bones rest. Let your lower belly, your core, just totally soften out, unwind. Is there any area of the body that feels really clenched that we can imagine dissolving and releasing? All the tension and stress melts away from your face, your jaw. And as you breathe, can you tune into your intention for practice? Letting that intention help shape and form the energy in your body. Think of what you have to be grateful for today as you start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and then Reach your arms overhead. Take a resetting stretch. Find that reset button. Big full inhale into the belly. Exhale, we'll hug the knees in and give yourself a gentle hug. Rock and massage out the back ribs, that area between the shoulder blades. And then gradually you can roll to either side, taking a pause, and then slowly press on up into an upright seat. Finding our way upright together again to sit really tall. Squeeze those shoulder blades down onto the back and bring your hands together into prayer position, thumbs connecting to the chest. Thank yourself for showing up today, and I wish you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. Thank you for making it all the way through. If you're still with me, please subscribe to my channel if you want more almost daily yoga videos and also some new pose tutorials I'm posting every Sunday afternoon-ish. So subscribe, hit that super thanks button if you liked this practice and you want to support my channel. I really appreciate it. Keep going, keep it up. See you next time. Bye-bye.